So we made it to our go-to Ross, and they're not like super loaded or stacked, but they do have new stuff. Like they do have Shaun from Shaun of the Dead, pretty cool pop. They have a Gotham Knights Nightwing, which I think is available for like $15. It's one of those big pops. So they also have a couple of these GI Joes here. I don't really collect GI Joe figures, but I know these are supposed to retail for like $35 each. They're as low as 17 right now. So if you guys are interested, a ton of different accessories and weapons. So if you guys like GI Joe stuff, it's definitely worth checking out. They also have a ton of the Loyal Subject TMNT figures. Ralph, still $10. I've seen a ton of these. They even have Donnie, also $10. They have a Beast Funko Pop. It's one of these like comic book cover versions, $10, not bad. They have a ton of these Dragon Star figures. They have Goku, Piccolo, Goku Black, and Future Trunks, which I think is usually what they have at Ross. I'm not sure if they don't sell or they don't move well enough. But yeah, it seems like every time I hit up Ross, they have these exact same characters. They have some of the Skeleton Crew Black Series figures, which I don't think are going to sell well either. But yeah, those have been kind of stockpiling back there. Some random Sonic figures. They even have this really cool classic Batman series action figure line Batgirl Cycle. This one is going for $7.99. And then we saw Mikey as well for the Loyal Subject. So I think they might have all 4 turtles. We've even seen Shredder here, so he's pretty, that whole entire line is pretty accessible. Then you have Lucario. I think this one was going for $15, which really isn't that big of a discount. I think I saw them for like even higher discounts at Target. They're completely loaded on random pops here. They have Robin from Stranger Things, probably one of my favorite characters from the show. You have a bunch of Star Wars stuff that's probably not going to sell. A lot of the stuff is already being clearanced down to $3. You have some Moana stuff here. Power Girl, which is probably the best looking pop from this entire section. Some Hot Wheels, and then they do have some of the live action movie Mario figures here, $8. But aside from that, it's mostly just the same stuff. They have Masters of the Universe Deluxe Pop, another Piccolo from the Dragon Stars. Those are going for about $15. And I think that's about it. They have some of these Strawberry Shortcake figures as well. What is this from? What line is this from? I think this is also Loyal Subject, so pretty cool. I think that's about it. They might have some random wrestling action figures down here. Naruto statues. Also pretty stacked when it comes down to the Minecraft collectibles. I think they're kind of picking back up, and so yeah, this is, I don't think this is anything from the live action movie, but still pretty cool. All of them are going for about like $8, $13 for the deluxe packs. So I mean, pretty solid prices for these. If you guys want Minecraft collectibles, they're actually pretty loaded at Ross right now. Okay, so we made it to Walmart, and they have most of the way for the Power Rangers Mighty Morphin film. I think there's only like maybe 3 of them missing here. They have the Yellow Ranger, Blue Ranger, Red Ranger. I think this one's glow in the dark, which is pretty cool. Ghostbusters, Snow White, the new one back there. They have WNBA Pops, Frankie with Invisible Woman, Dora, How to Train Your Dragon. I think we were starting to see this one pretty consistently. The homemade suit for the new animated series, Breakfast Club. And then they do have the Cyborg Superman down here. Regular price still. I think I've seen them on sale at multiple different places, but yeah, pretty cool. More WNBA stuff. I think this one is Kagan Clark. Pretty cool. So they're pretty stocked up on some new pops that we haven't seen before. They also have the Green Lantern Cyborg Superman, a couple of these. Chainsaw Man. I think they're pretty cleared out on the NECA stuff. They have the Beetlejuice one down here. They have the Ultimate Dracula. This was a phenomenal offering. It's a crossover between the Monsters universe and the TMNT. They still have those big giant Funko Pop size Super 7 collectibles. Charlie down, Godzilla back there. And they actually restocked on this guy. I kind of want him, but I want the deluxe version, so I'm probably gonna pass on him. But they did restock. They have 3 of those Metamorpho up there. They have Nightwatch Donatello up there, and I think they restocked a decent amount here. Mr. Terrific from the movie, Deadshot back there. They have the one of these giant, what is it, the 1/6 scale Iron Man statues. Britney Spears Funko Pops. They have Georgie here. This box is pretty beat up, but still. One Piece stuff. They have King here. I think there's supposed to be an exclusive one to this one. World of Warcraft stuff. Pokemon. T-Pain back there. Yeah, so it's pretty cool to see stuff restocked. They also have the new Captain America statue from McFarlane. Bunch of stuff. Anime Heroes here. This is probably the best offering they have thus far. I want the regular Cyborg Superman, but this one's still pretty cool. A ton of sculpted detail in there. I would love to see a wash on this, but damn, this looks really finely detailed. They have some of the Dragon Stars up here as well. They have the deluxe, what is this? The deluxe Super Saiyan Goten's up there. Super Saiyan Goku. Quite a few. It's kind of the same stuff over and over. But yeah, really cool. Like I said, they even have some Gundam stuff here. A lot of stuff. They just restocked. Pretty cool here. Okay, we're in the Jurassic World / Godzilla section, but I'm surprised they still have a bunch of these in stock. I'm not sure if it's just they're restocking consistently or people are just not buying them. But yeah, in terms of Jurassic, I don't really keep up too much with the Jurassic universe, but yeah, they're pretty stocked up. They have whatever T-Rex from the new Jurassic World Rebirth, that new ugly disgusting dinosaur. Forehead for days, but yeah, there's decent array. They even have the little Jeep from the original film. Pretty cool. And it's officially licensed by Jeep, I guess. It's pretty cool. They still have all of the live action Superman figures here from, what is this, Spin Master? Or one of the smaller lines. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I picked up a couple of these for my kids. They liked them. They enjoyed them. The Build-A-Figure is that robot. So, How to Train Your Dragon. Still pretty stocked up as well. They even have the little die-cast stuff from Godzilla vs. Kong. Ninja Turtle stuff. The Ninja Turtles one hasn't really changed. I think it consistently goes on clearance. I've seen them at Ross too. Nothing too crazy. And then they do have the Star Wars section. They do have some clearance stuff, but nothing too crazy either. And then Star Wars Vintage. I'm not really into Star Wars Vintage the way that I was at the beginning, but still there's a decent array here. They even have an Obi-Wan back here. Pretty good selection. For Marvel Legends, they only have the Whiplash as well as the Banshee from the new retro. This is from the new retro carded line that comes with the little comic books. We've only picked up Miles from that because that's something that I was really interested in. And then a random half-eaten chicken sandwich. This is just not acceptable because it doesn't have a price, not because people shouldn't be eating it. But yeah, pretty cool. More Transformer stuff here. And they actually do have some blockies here, which I might pick up a couple of. I've never bought these, but I do want to try them out. They're pretty stocked up on wrestling figures. Same thing, I don't really keep up too much with wrestling, but they are pretty stocked up, and they have that the New World Order 3-pack with Hall, Hulk Hogan, and Nash. Pretty cool. They actually have some cloth goods here in terms of wrestling, and then they do have the Simpsons all the way back here. They have Bartman, which we already have Bartman. We have the regular Homer with the donuts, and I think that's about it. They have some of the soft goods, Simpsons figures, and I think that's about it. Not really a lot of stuff. They do have a Link here. They have more Sonic stuff. They have Zelda here. I'm kind of hoping somebody picks up this 1/12 scale line for this. It's affordable instead of $100 or the $10, $12 offering from Jack's, which really isn't that bad, but it's kind of like a lower end collectible. And then you have Shadow here. as a bike with this bike. So it's I mean, a decent array, nothing too crazy, but I'm a little bit disappointed. I did want some of the new Marvel Legends, and I did want the regular Cyborg Superman. So we're gonna keep looking, see if we find anything. And then more blockies down here. I didn't even notice these. These are the bigger size blockies. Okay, I almost missed the reignition retro carded Power Rangers here, but they're in the end cap all the way in the back of the Walmart, which is pretty cool. They have the Blue Ranger, Black Ranger, green, red up there. They may have all of them. Yeah, they even have Rita here. Pretty cool. I like them. Not really my cup of tea. I haven't been into Power Rangers since I was like 10 years old, but still pretty cool. Okay, guys, so we are back at our little action figure corner here, our little action figure desk. And I have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed. We really didn't pick up anything for today's hunt video, but I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek, a little bit of a teaser into what it is that we're working on for the next week. We do have an action figure, kind of like a news video for McFarlane. I think that's supposed to be going up on Monday. I'll have maybe at least one more random like ranting video where we just kind of like talk about action figures. But I do want to get into unboxing some of these collectibles. So I picked this one up maybe like a few months ago. I didn't do a hunt video for it, but I did pick up the Ultimate Miles Morales. I guess this is more based on his first appearance. I'm very excited. This is the one that comes with the little comic book. Don't really care too much about the comic book, but it's kind of like an interesting idea, interesting concept. So I'm very, very excited. We should be unboxing and reviewing this figure. I guess it'll be kind of like a more low-level review. I'm not really going to get too deep into it because everybody already has it and had reviewed it, but I'm so very excited to see what this guy's going to look like posed up. And then I was able to find this guy for like an absolutely crazy deal. I think I found him for, I don't know, like $8, maybe $9. It's supposed to retail for like $35 if I'm not mistaken. So I'm very, very excited. This is a Walmart pickup. Again, another one that I didn't really do a hunt video for, but still very excited to unbox him. This is my first experience with a Biker Mice action figure line. And then we do have this bad boy right here. As you guys know, I've been kind of teasing this for quite some time, but I've been buying a lot of these Animal Kingdom of the Warrior action figures, and this is just another example of it. So I did do an unboxing, and I'm working on a little bit, somewhat of a review, if you will, just to give you guys my personal perspective on this figure. So that's essentially what I'm working on behind the scenes. I just wanted to kind of get into the studio and just kind of show you guys a little bit of what we're working on and what we should be uploading for the remainder, or I should say for the foreseeable week. It's very exciting. As I said, I really wasn't able to find anything on the action figure hunt, but that doesn't mean that we don't have a ton of content coming. That just means that, you know, I really didn't find what I wanted. But it's very exciting. This is stuff that I've actually wanted in my display. An action figure line that I want to try out for my first time, and then an action figure line that I've been testing out that nobody really is talking about. The Animal Kingdom of the Warriors figures are absolutely phenomenal. And then obviously my bread and butter, really, for the most part, the Marvel Legends line. I'm very excited for this particular collectible. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell. That way you guys can, you know, stay up to date with the channel. You guys don't miss any random content that we may upload. I don't really do a lot of unboxing or reviews, so, you know, it's not really my forte, if you will. It's not my go-to on the channel, but from time to time, if there's an action figure that I'm crazy about, that I'm excited about, I'll definitely pop up a review for you guys, a little unboxing. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you stay tuned to the channel. We are uploading on a daily basis. Let me know down below in the comment section if you guys enjoy these type of hunt videos, or if you guys want something that's a little bit more edited, you know, something that's more of like action figure rambling or news. Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. Make sure to enjoy the hobby, pose your action figures, play around with them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.